Today we are going to talk about depression. My name is James. I'm not a doctor. Well, today we are going on about my story, how it happened, and how I'm still currently feeling. Well, I still have depression. It hasn't gone away. I want it to. I want to feel less of it and more normal. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. It's been 6 years and it happened in 2016. Yes, it did. Yes. Well, I was going into a relationship thinking that it would be silly, but it turned out to be my best relationship, and I experienced true love once in a lifetime. But you never know, I've still got 80 years, I can find another one if I wanted to. But I'm choosing not to, because I don't want to get my heart broken and go more insane than I already am. But it was 2 months into the relationship, and he still loved his ex, which he told me at this time. Before we dated, like, beware, like, I still love my ex. And I thought we would date for however long we could. But no. We were biking and he sat me down in this area and he told me that he wants to break up. And then it didn't hit me. Well, it took me a while, but I was upset as I left, as he was crying at where he was. And I was depressed for 6 months. And then one day, on the 11th of December, 1 December, I don't sound too crazy, but I told myself that night that I have something more than just being depressed. I told myself I had depression and I believed it, and I told myself I have it, and I woke up and my whole life was flipped. Like that, you know how the word or the phrase, you get the rug pulled out of you, like the whole house, or I got any feeling taken away. Like I can't feel happiness. All I feel is anger and sadness, and that's mainly what is depression. Depression is anger and sadness. It's more like the irritability never goes away, and then the sadness, but it's more than sadness. It's hard to describe depression. It's like a black hole of everything you hate. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that day when I woke up, I lost everything I ever felt, and I still have. I've gotten better with the many things I've done. I've tried medication and therapy. Tried 6 therapists and for 4 different medications over the 6 years, and I'm starting therapy again and medication. I think my third new medication in the past 3 months. It takes a month or 2 weeks to get new medication, and then you have to go on the wait list for a therapist and medication. But yeah, 6 months depressed, and then I told myself I have depression, and I believed it. I knew I had something worse than that, and I told my friends, and they said that, you know, it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. Like, you're on this stage and you have all the stages to go. And you know, the only way I knew how I was going to survive depression or having it was to let go. I couldn't fight it, and I wasn't strong enough. I'm still not. I'm going on with my daily life, a job and gym. Like, people say how you lose interest in everything. Well, you do. Food, appetite, sleeping, friends, everything and anything you loved and wanted to do in life. You lose the interest of it and the love. You can't feel any emotions from anyone or anything. People get annoyed at you and upset, and you have no one to talk to, or you can't. But luckily I destroyed the barrier of being scared and having no confidence to, because I told my mum I was gay. Partly at the time I thought I was gay, but I'm bi. And once I told her that, I had no fear of telling anyone anything. But Yeah. Sidetrack. It's lost the words. I always do this. Trying to make a 10-minute vlog. I mean, at the start it's hard. I mean, I was addicted to self-harming for 3 years, and then I finally stopped. I mean, 5 years, 6 years, how many years? 3 years? 5 years? 5 years clean? I want to do it every day. I mean, been addicting to smoking cigarettes and drinking. I'm not doing it now. Not enough. Helps. You have to have some kind of activities to keep you there. Keep you, you know, like when you go over the edge, like you have to have some kind of insurance, like methods. If you have no methods, but I definitely will say I've gone insane. I am insane, like in the head. Now, I could go to a psych ward if I wanted to, but mainly I need money. I want to be able to have money and go to a psych ward, because when I leave, I need money to start my life again when I'm ready. Currently, I've gone into a rough patch where I try to make myself smile in the mirror, and I notice where how you can make yourself kind of high, like almost. And the thing, my depression was watching me. Like, I call it an entity because it is. It controls me. I have no control of it, and it sounds stupid. Like, how can it be in control of you when it's all in your head? I mean, it's a dog at the end of the day. But no, it's in control of me. I don't let that annoy me. But there's a thing as you can be pissed off, and then the depression can be pissed off, which is worse. I'm trying to look in the camera. Buzz cut. Yes, I know. Shocking. I had long hair, medium hair, short hair, buzz cut. So easy to get sidetracked when you're talking into a camera about this one thing and you go on to another topic. I don't know. Trying to keep on the story. You go off. It's a tangent. No, I am insane. And the only way to... I couldn't fight. I wasn't strong enough, so I let it take over me. People say like, oh yeah, there's like a part of me left with my depression. Well, I let the depression eat me, which I let the depression take over me, and that was the only way to survive. So I lost myself, and the only person, or the only thing I have left of me is my depression. That's the only thing that is connected to me is my depression. I would say it defines me, because that's why I am so strong today. Like, not as in strong, but as in like mentally. Like, I'm not there's a lot of benefits to having depression, like not good benefits, but I don't know. I don't give a fuck about anyone or anything, and I don't care what I look like or do. I mean, once you go insane, or once you just constantly feel this way all the time, you don't care about other people, how they think or act about you. If you have the people that are still around you, they love you for you. But mainly, whenever I go outside, I act like I don't have depression, because people just keep getting frustrated at me, because you're always in the same mood and the tone, and people just get annoyed. And like, yeah, I'm selfish, I'm needy, I'm attention hog or attention seeker, but you know, when I'm around other people, I act like I don't have it, because it's just easier that way. And then also it makes my depression worse, and I'm trying to you know, just act normally and stop putting on a front to make people like me more. Like, I know it's a stupid thing, like, oh, it makes you worse by acting like you don't have it in front of people, but it's like I had to do that at work because people were getting annoyed at me, and I wouldn't say it's a coping mechanism, because obviously it makes me worse. My coping mechanism was drinking and smoking and whatnot, but you know, I go to the gym and I play guitar and I play video games. It doesn't help me, but I don't want to look at a wall all day. symptoms, coming up to the 10-minute mark. Maybe I'll do my daily routine. I mean, there's like oversleeping, not getting enough sleep, overeating, not eating enough, harming. There's many symptoms. But I think the more of what you feel like, there's definitely, you can have all the symptoms, but I think it should mainly be of what you're feeling and how bad it is. Because if you don't feel that bad and you have all the symptoms, people would say like, oh, you have minor, but if you feel it like so much worse. Like I've had all the symptoms, but slowly you grow out of it because you do eventually have to get a job. And all these people say like, oh, exercise helps, talking to friends, laughing is, even though I don't feel happy, like things can still make me laugh. Like just because I'm laughing or talking to people and acting a different way sometimes around people or other people, and you always see the other side. It doesn't mean that I don't have it. I'm just choosing to hide it because it makes people feel better. And constantly get into arguments, and then like every time you see someone or they ask you like why, it's like, oh, I have this, and you have to say it to a million different people. So if you act like you don't have it, it's easier, but then it affects you more when you're alone. And then people say like, keep busy. It's better to be busy and do stuff constantly, because the more you're sitting around alone in bed, it gets worse. But I mean, I sit in bed all day. I'm a house cat. I mean, I go outside, I BMX, I do a job, I go to my job, I see my friends. It doesn't make me feel better, but being around someone or in a relationship or being with your friends more, it's more comforting. Even though they don't understand, you don't have to talk to them. It's like, I don't know, I don't like going outside, but sometimes sitting inside is boring. But I'd say you lose all your hobbies and your motivations, the interest in your activities, but try still do them, even though if you have no energy. Sometimes just doing them, it like, I don't know, it gives you some kind of sense that you seem normal. I mean, I'm not forcing you to, but try at least save one, like save something. If you sing, if you write, like sometimes it's an escape. Like I sing deeply and angrily, and it's the only way I can express myself. More people understand from singing instead of talking. Like you write, sing, read. Sometimes it takes your mind off. Mainly you just need to be distracted, because for 1 second you can feel differently. It helps. And the more you do it, the more you can understand of what little things can make you feel a little bit better, like distracted. I have trigger words like happy and positive. Like the nice stuff, people say, oh, you should go smile, and that just makes me pissed off because they don't understand, and then you have to talk to them about it. Don't let people control your emotions. See you soon.